Hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Talking funny because I have my retainers in. So, I just had surgery yesterday and I just popped a Vicodin because I thought I could get away from popping Vicodin, but the damn thing is hurting. And, anyway, I'm legally high at the moment. Not probably something you should do. So one of the things I've been doing, because I can't really concentrate on anything or read or anything like that, is I've been going through a bunch of my videos that I have on my little iPad. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I think I'm gonna repost some of those videos. So I didn't just take them down from the internet, I actually deleted them, which kind of hurts my heart because all the comments you guys have left, I kind of value my interactions with the internet friends that I have. I mean, they're internet friends, but see, I even still have things attached. Anyway, but there's some things that I realize I'm proud of. So over the next couple of days, I think I'm gonna re-upload those. Just for posterity's sake. I'm gonna stop this up and down business. I don't post that much anymore. But there's some things that, you know, if I die, if I get a blood clot from this stupid surgery, no, I'm being stupid. I would like to be known for, or not known for, but to have some record of my selfhood. So, yeah. But before I go, not even before I go. So as I've been watching some of them, I've just found it really quaint. Like some of the old ones that I did from a couple years ago, I was just so enamored and like so happy just talking about my perfumes and my bags that I was buying. I was just I was embracing things. Oh, there was a good quote from some aristocrat artist, ceramic artist. Oh, what did he say? It was something like, objects. Wait a minute. I wrote it down somewhere in one of my journals. Calm down. Not calm down. Oh, clearly I didn't plan for this. Yeah, I put like an abbreviated thing in my haiku journal. We'll see if I can find it. Because I really liked it. Hold on. Okay, talk amongst yourselves. Go ahead, talk amongst yourselves. Oh, there it is. So it's Edward Duvall. Okay, so this is like a combination because I made a haiku based on it, but there was so my haiku based on his saying was, objects are questions, they are complex beginnings, they are not answers. So his bigger thing was, objects are questions, they are complex beginnings, they are generative complex beginnings of things, they are not oh shoot, I butchered this very much. But it was basically like, objects are for so long I almost denigrated things. And things in our capitalistic world mean you needed money to buy them, right? So I was always like, things are stupid, I don't care about things. And then I developed this love of perfumes and handbags and things that made me feel like a girl, because I wanted to be a girl. But they made me think about stuff, and those are the videos that I'm gonna repost here soon. And it's like, they're the beginnings of, they're the generative, I love that word, the generative complex beginnings of things is what these objects are that I bought. They're not just frivolous bullcrap things. Now that I'm not like crazy and I'm not buying stuff every day anymore. I buy books, a whole bunch of books. Oh, I could show you the books that I bought this last week. As I was, honestly, I think I was looking for comfort, and I was kind of scared going in the surgery. It's just a knee thing, but it's okay. But yeah, but they're just the big. They cause questions. They're like these objects are things that make me think. So anyway, I don't know where I started this, but yeah, so I'm gonna post some of these things, but I want to show you all the books I've bought recently. I'm a little worried because I say like, oh, I don't have the addiction of perfume buying or handbag buying or jewelry buying, but I have bought some like high dollar books, and so I just wanted to show some of them. So this is a folio society of George Eliot's Middlemarch. I haven't even opened, honestly, I bought this the day before I did the surgery, and I have not even opened the book, but there's like several of these like drawings, pictures. I read Silas Marner recently, and I bought a Heritage Press one, and I really did enjoy the way they feel. I think I only got that for, I saw the tag, it was $14, $14.95. This one, on the other hand, was a lot of money. It was $199 for a book, which is why I'm a little bit concerned that I have to stop this buying of fancy books. And this was used, but I just don't want to go off in the deep end on spending money again. Because even though I just told you things are not an evil in themselves, especially when they can start off talking to you, making you think real thoughts. Ooh, I'm so excited about this one. I have never, so I was just browsing the aisles. So these fancy books were in a separate section. And then I noticed this fancy book in just the regular section. And it is, and this one was not as expensive either. I bought this, okay, is that $18 or $19.95? So that's good. But it's the Decameron by Giovanni Boccaccio. I've never heard of this feller. He literally was alive and wrote in the time of the Black Death. In the when did it start? I watched a documentary or two on that. Like, didn't it start in the steppes of Asia? In like 1346, and it migrated into one of the Italian ports, either Milano port, or is that inland? Genoa? I don't know. It started in one of the ports and then got into all of Europe, over the next several years. But he wrote about this time, so half of the human population was dying because of this plague, and so a lot of people, to get away from the big cities where all the people were and all the death was, they went away into the hills, and they were trying to get to their the rich people, of course, were going to their cottages. Their rich cottages. But anyway, so apparently this is a store, like there's several people who are congregated in like some place outside of death, and they're telling themselves stories. And supposedly, like, this was the inspiration for Canterbury Tales. So when did that come about? In the 1400s? I forget the exact timing. But he inspired Shakespeare and Canterbury. And I'm just so excited. I think this might be my next book that I'm going to read. Like, he was there for the Black Death. Anyway, I'm so excited. So I got this one. That was also the day before those two books I got there. The Endling, this is one of the Booker Prize. It was on the long list, and I watched a couple videos of BookTube where they were bitching because this one and some other one, Sea Scraper, Sea something, didn't make the short list. And I started reading the blurb, and then it said Ukraine 2022. Yeva is a loner and a maverick scientist. I stopped at that point. I didn't want to know anymore because I heard Ukraine 2022 I'm not generally a person who enjoys reading about political, like overt political things in Ukraine 2022, which is, we all know Ukraine. So I wasn't excited about this necessarily, but people were bitching because it wasn't on there. So I want to see what this stupid Booker Prize is about. Let's see, what's the next one? Another Booker Prize one. This one might have made the short list this year. There hasn't been a winner announced yet. But this was... Oh, shoot. There's Korean and Japanese. There's some history embedded in this. And there's a death at the beginning. Some girl and lost her father. And I think the father's Korean and the mother's maybe white American. From like the heartland of Nebraska or Iowa or something. But I'm gonna try another Booker one. Let's see what else we got. Moby Dick. So this is one of the other ones that are so fancy and leather bound. And this one, Herman Melville, Moby Dick. I think this is a Easton Press. That's what it is. So Easton Press, for a little bit of the history. So initially the Heritage Press, which I don't have because I didn't just buy that one recently. That one I bought a couple months ago and I just read it. Is Heritage Press. And it was like supposedly the cheaper version of the limited edition club, which was much more, better quality. Even though I like the quality and the feel, and they had pretty pictures in that one too. So I don't know what made that so much inferior to whatever this limited press was, or limited edition club. But they apparently sold their rights of the Heritage Press to this company called Easton, which is another high, fine quality thing. This thing smells a little old bookish, which I'm okay with, and I think that's why this fancy book, which I don't know why this is so much fancier than Heritage, was in the Midlands, so this was another expensive one. I gotta stop with this expensive. I gotta go back to $5 books that I get from used bookstores. But anyway, I've gone back and forth how I feel about this. I've only read it once, and I remember really being taken by it. But over the years, I've come to like really appreciate women writers. And so I'm scared this might be too masculine actually for me, because I'm not a fan of violence, and there's just like some things that undergird men's writing in particular that can throw me off. So I'm really curious to see where I land 30 years later after having read it the first time, whether I'm really a fan of this work or if I'm just supposed to be a fan of the work because it's an old one, or it's like, in the canon. Okay, what else we got? Oh, I've never read Dracula. So I got this at Barnes & Noble. It's got this like cute little gold looking edge. It's not that much. I think it was like $20. But I've never read Dracula, and it's coming to be the spooky season because now it's October. So I'm looking forward to that one. One more. Speaking of $5 books, I think this one was $4.50. Yeah, this one was $4.50. So Adam Bede. I watched this girl she's a booktube person. Oh god, I forgot her name. Is it Elizabeth? Her handle is like As I Lay Reading. Love her. A lot of booktube I don't get along with because I don't want to hear people read books. Give reviews about books. Like when I told you I didn't finish reading the blurb on that jacket of Endling, I don't want to know what's coming. I want there to be some kind of consensus that it's good writing, because I get bored with bad writing. But anyway, this girl, so she had mentioned reading Adam Bede in one of her books, in one of her videos. Oh, the reason I love her is that I love the booktubers out there who are explaining their relationship with their readings, and like the ancillary stuff that goes into, like, and then just expressing their joy. I love watching those videos on BookTube, as long as they don't give away the plots. I don't want to hear about the plots. So she had mentioned that she liked this one because it was not about, oh, the upper, like, you know, oh, I'm not an aristocrat, because a lot of the 18th century stuff revolves around some connection with the aristocracy, right? Oh, I wish I was, and I want to be, or I am, and I'm falling down the social chain, or whatever. But she was talking about how this wasn't just one of those, and I am getting into George Eliot again, so I'm excited to read Adam Bede. So I think this will be my next George Eliot book. Of course, I read Middlemarch 30 years ago, and I wrote my junior paper on it. I have no recollection of what I wrote, but clearly it made an impression on me that I wanted to write my annual paper at St. John's on the damn thing. So I want to, and everybody, of course, thinks that's like one of the best books of all time, and it's their favorite. So I'm going to reread that one eventually, but Adam Bede will be my next one that I read of George Eliot. But that Boccaccio, I got to read the Boccaccio next, I think, so I can sober up some. Anyway, that's why I just want, I'm not going to, I'm going to re-upload several of the other videos. I don't know, I don't know if I'll do it over a couple of days, or I'll just find, like, there's probably like 5 to 10 videos that I want to repost that I'm pretty proud of. So anyway, this is, I was going to say drunk. No, this is Hi, Kelly. Like, no, it's not Hi, Kelly. It's not, oh, did I say hello, welcome to my YouTube channel? I don't remember if I did. Well, I got it in there if I didn't before. And now I'll say, shoot, what do I say at the end? It's the Mary Shelley quote. But people confuse it for a Star Trek quote. Go forth and prosper. You can't keep the drugs away from go forthing and prospering.